Welcome to the fans nest. Let me make sure everything is good. Oh, that is incredibly low on my end. I don't know. There I am. Man, let me tell you, I have lost my mind. Welcome to my first live show. If you watch my previous one that I recorded, thank you very much. Thank you. Man, it's been a long time since I've done something live. I don't know if you could hear me. If you do, I don't know. But yeah. So welcome to the show. I don't know what else to say. It's December 13th. We just got over a crazy game that I do not want to get into it right now. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. If you're watching, I'm hoping this gets recorded. I am not sure if this is getting recorded or not. The program I'm using right now, I don't think it has the recorded option. I just found out that I just found out that the recording option of it, I have to upgrade for that. Yeah, I didn't know. Whatever. All right. Anyway, now let's get into who am I? Have you watched? I mean, have you watched my last episode? Have you? Hey, Donovan thinks he's guilty or something, or he's in trouble. I love it. Say hi. Anyway, let me open that for you. Are you good? You good? Okay. He wanted a snack. He's hiding, but I'll call him back out here later for some reasons. So first thing I want to get into is, what was it? That was beer. So one of the things that I absolutely love is beer. Well, I like trying different kinds of beer. I like trying different kinds of IPAs, malts, whatever. I'm not a dark beer person. So what I have today. Yes, I have a mug. So it was kind of like a last minute stop. I've never heard of this one, which is kind of what I'm going for, is what kind of beer am I gonna get? I always want to try something new. I love trying different things every time. So this one right here it's by Rusty Rail Brewing. For some reason, I sound like I'm saying something wrong here. Brewing. It's been a long day. It's called The Fans. It's a hazy IPA. I don't know if you've ever tried it. Have you ever seen it? Part of me kind of doubts it. So let's see what's it about. Has a 5.5% alcohol by volume. Let's see, hazy IPA, brewed and canned by Rusty Rail Brewing. For some reason, I feel like I'm saying it wrong. I don't know if I am. It's from Mifflinburg, PA, the heart of Pennsylvania. I don't even know where that is. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Anyway, so I got this one because first I see Well, obviously because it's football, I really wanted to get something since this is my first live show. I wanted to get something that was like football themed. Um, so it has the football field, has the football on there. Once you have or once I have this podcast on a podcast app, and if you can't see what I'm talking about, then that's why I'm kind of describing right now. So if you're listening, this is what is going on with this music. I'm just going to turn this music off, man. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. How do you turn this music off? It's really annoying me. All right. So so on the can, it looks like it has a football field, it has a football, and from what it looks like to me, I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong because at first glance, it looks like it's an eagle arm with the eagle claws just grabbing the ball. So instantly I thought Eagles, of course. Then in the background, the stands is nothing but hops. So yeah, check it out, Rusty Rail by Rusty Rail Brewing. It's called The Fans. It's a hazy IPA. Without further ado, let's open this bad boy. Try it for the first time. It actually does smell like it has this citrusy smell to it. Kind of like my favorite IPA is El Segundo Brewing's Broken Skull IPA. It smells just like it. Might have a winner on that one. Has a little haze to it. I like it. Has the yellow tint to it. A little too much foam on top. I kind of got let's see. I'm just gonna wait for the foam to go down a little bit before I take a sip of this. But it smells so good. I'm sounding like an alcoholic right now. But it smells so delicious. Has that sweet citrusy scent to it. I like hazy IPAs. Definitely a soft soft spot in my heart. Right. So let's see what it tastes like. To be 100% honest, it tastes just like Broken Skull IPA. Maybe a little lighter. It might taste a little lighter than that. I think Broken Skull IPA has a thicker texture to it. This one, it's like a lighter. It's definitely lighter. I'm a fan. Definitely a fan of it. I like it. Anyway, so I'd love to know if some of you are into an IPA like this. Let's see, I'm gonna put I have to change some stuff up real quick. I had to change the source of my microphone because I really can't hear myself when I have myself plugged into the laptop. Man, I really like the taste of that IPA. I'm trying to get what the aftertaste is like. Sometimes some of the IPAs have like a really bad aftertaste to it, and I just want to get rid of it. But I really don't mind this one. Bring it on. Um, so let's see. So what I'm doing right now, I want to know who is listening right now or watching. It's hard for me to monitor some stuff, but later on I want to get some callers in here because I think it's going to be so much easier for me to talk and discuss um topics like this. I would love to have someone right now to come on and chat with me, but um that'd be cool at one point. It's still the beginning. Um anyway, so if you're on my Facebook or whatever, I I mentioned that I have a bomb, or not a bomb. I don't have a bomb. No one said bomb. I didn't say bomb. Um, before I get into the Eagles talk, something just came up. Literally, maybe about 20 minutes before I came on air. Um, some of you realize that I've been sending the fan video to Fox 29 for their show, Fantastic Sports Show. Um, which is, it's quite fun to do that once, twice a week. They text me, asking me of my opinion. And any fan could actually do this. You could literally take a video and send it to them to the phone number that they have on TV or the hashtag. I think they have a hashtag. Um, but I've been doing this since the Phillies were in the playoffs, and it's come to all the way up to tonight to where the communicate. I guess it has to be the communication I had with them. Has been really good. Um, but tonight, th- now I didn't expect it to happen so fast. But tonight, the producer of I don't know if it was the producer of the Fantastic Sports Show specifically or a producer. I don't know. It's some Fox producer actually sent me a text and said, "Hey, would you like to come on the show? Like, come over there. Like, be at their desk on the show." Of course, I said yeah. Of course, I said yeah. So that's what I got. That's what I got to. That's the news. I will be on the Fantastic Sports Show physically there on TV for a half hour next Friday, which is the 22nd. I forgot what date it was. I mean, just make sure, right? Just make sure that's what they said. Yeah, Friday 22nd. So, um, so instead of just a video of mine being aired on TV, I will physically be there with them, with most likely Jason Martin. Excuse me, Jason Martinez and Breland Moore. Pretty awesome. All right. Okay, so now since I'm done talking about that, oh, by the way, I am wearing McCoy. I'm wearing a LaShawn McCoy jersey. I actually wanted to get into that later, but I have my reasons. I wanted to point it out. Um, I'm wearing the LaShawn McCoy jersey that I bought before my son Donovan was born. And yes, Donovan is named after McNabb. Guilty. Um, and I actually wore this jersey when he was born at the hospital. Held him as a baby. Adorable, right? Adorable. Okay. Um, but Let's put that right in there. But you know, the reason I'm bringing that up, or I'm actually wearing this jersey, is LaShawn McCoy. Man, he had an amazing run game, didn't he? Didn't he? So so obviously there's an issue here. Let's talk about the Dallas Cowboys game. I was really trying to dodge talking about this, but this is the whole purpose of half of the show, is to talk about this entire game. That All right. So I predicted the Eagles to lose this game. I predicted the Eagles to lose against the Cowboys. One of the visiting, specifically this one, since the beginning of the season, because that's what happens. The Eagles just lose to the Dallas Cowboys once a year. Yeah. And it's been that way since 2011, I want to say. I forgot. I think it's since 2011, that since the Eagles have swept the Cowboys. So it's been since then. And I also predicted the Eagles to lose against the Niners. Now, if you watched my podcast from last week, I said the same thing. I predicted the Eagles to lose against the Niners, but not that bad, right? Same thing with this Dallas Cowboys game. I mean, I it's like the first drive that the Eagles had the ball. It seemed so. At first, it seemed good. I'm like, oh, they're moving down the field pretty good, and then boom. All right. What was that? Was that the Jalen fumble? I think. I don't know. But either way, it was not good. It just did not. The entire game was just so bad. Like it seemed like they carried over all the issues that they had with the Niners game all the way to into the Cowboys game. Like I get it. Like I said, I knew this was going to be a loss, but 33-13. Oh, man. I honestly don't know what to say about that. Um, our offense did not get a touchdown. So I'm looking I'm looking at the numbers right now, right? I'm trying to. I think it was Jalen Carter. Yeah. So so Jalen Jalen Carter picks up the ball after Fletcher Cox makes, I believe it was Dak, fumble it. Carter picks it up. That rookie takes it all the way to the house for the Eagles' only touchdown of the game. And the rest of the points was made by Jake Elliott. What would we do without Jake Elliott this season? Yeah, I don't know either. There's a lot of there's just a lot of points that Jake Elliott has made that our own offense has not. It's all right. I don't want to. The thing is, I don't want to talk down. I'll knock that over. Oh, it's empty anyway. I don't want to talk down on the Eagles. Not at all. I mean, it's 10-3 right now. I, I mean, something needs to happen because the I'm looking at the stats right here. Let me see. Let's compare the stats here. Uh, Total yards: Dallas 394, Philadelphia 324. Total yards, whatever. Passing yards is there, but it doesn't show for Philly. Like Dallas has 256 passing yards, but a lot of they definitely scored a lot more within those yards. As for the Eagles, no, not at all. Uh, Sadly, our punter, um, our punter man, he let's see, Braden Man, I think that's his name, Braden Man, fake punt, successful pass for 28 yards. Uh, it was an amazing fourth down conversion. Um, and s- and again, that is more than what our offense did. I mean, I'm really not trying to say anything bad because we're a 10-3 team. We lost to the Jets. We lost these two last games to teams that I knew we were going to lose to. But what bothers me the most is how bad the how bad they were. Like it was just not good. It wasn't good at all. Um, Definitely expected a whole lot more out of the Eagles. Let me see. By the way, if you want to, if anybody that's watching, listening live right now, if you want to get on, I got a link. Just go to the link. If you want to get on the show as a guest, you could be. I think you could be on or off camera. I don't know. I don't know how all that works. I've never tried to do the whole guest thing before. Eventually, maybe I'll just do just a phone number to make things easier. Right? Yeah. Um, it would just be easier to talk to somebody else about this and not myself. um. Oh, so the whole point of that's the other thing I wanted to look at was the rushing yards. Let's see, the rushing yards 106 total. Let's go down to uh, so as I'm looking at the numbers here, Swift with 39, Jalen has yeah, Jalen Hurts has 30 rushing yards. Gainwell with 28, Boston Scott with 9. So my problem is um I'm sure everyone is very familiar with the run the ball sign before this game. That's why I'm wearing this jersey. McCoy was a great running back. And I'm pretty sure if they worked more on this run game, it would be a lot better. We have a great offensive line. And as I'm looking at the numbers here, it's like okay, it's like everybody had a chance to run the ball, but it's so small. We've seen we've seen a lot of a lot of good rushing plays. We've seen Swift break out. We know what Swift can do. I'm specifically talking about Swift. And honestly, when this season started, I actually liked Gainwell better last year. Um, he had good short explosive plays that made me. I always said Gainwell gained well. I just remember saying that all the time. And Swift comes around, and it's like he just gets. I started liking Swift a whole lot better, but the problem is that the the Eagles. I don't know why they're not trying to use him more. Jalen's holding on to the ball longer. It's like they're trying to trust him in his legs again. I don't. I don't know what's coming out of the and again, I don't know if it's if they just look like this because of the last 2 games. That was predictable in my opinion. It was predictable that they were gonna well, I predicted that they were gonna lose, just being realistic. Um, but I don't know what it is. Going forward, I I don't wanna talk about this game. I just don't. It's the Cowboys. It's the rivalry. Losing to the Cowboys. Again, it's one of those hurting. It hurts. No pun intended. Um, I don't know what else to say about that. At least it didn't happen at the link, right? Didn't lose to the Cowboys at home. Yeah, that would have been worse because what would have happened if we faced Dallas at their home if we lost at our home. I'm just saying, it's a whole different environment. Um, yeah, yeah. So this brings up another thing I wanted to discuss. I listen to 94 WIP almost every day, and throughout the show, I'm hearing their discussions, their questions that they want fans and callers to weigh in on. And honestly, I can't. Uh, man, I can't relate on a lot of things that they're saying. What what they're saying is uh, they're acting like the Eagles are falling apart completely. 2 back-to-back losses, and all of a sudden the Eagles are just the worst in the entire damn league. Like, are you serious? Starting to question the whole team. Starting to question whether the Eagles are going to go to the playoffs. I did hear that. Obviously, the Eagles are going to make it to the playoffs. Um, where the whole the Eagles are 10-3, and I heard this part of this the Nick Sirianni interview. Some of the things he said, uh, nitpicking exactly what he says too. Um, I just don't. The thing is, I don't know what bothers me except the fact that people are talking so bad about the team right now. The confidence sucks. A lot of confidence about this team sucks right now. I'm just saying, just because they lost again, I predicted the Eagles were going to lose these 2 games. I knew they were. I knew they were going to lose. I thought they were going to lose against the Bills, but that didn't happen. No, I'm sorry, not the Bills. Kansas City. But what happened? They didn't lose against Kansas City. I don't care what the situation was. We still beat Kansas City, whether it was drop passes or wet field or whatever it was. We beat Kansas City in Kansas City, the Super Bowl champions that beat us in last year's Super Bowl. Blech. Yeah, I need a drink. So I knew that tastes so good. um, I'm saying it's just the drink is so smooth. Um, anyway, so I cannot really be negative. We have 4 games to go. This next one against Seattle. We have the Giants. Then we have dirt. I see you, Christiana. Help me out with this one. The Cardinals. She's going to the game. Um, and the Giants again. Now, maybe if we lose one of these games, it's going to be questionable, especially if we lose against the Giants. Um, if if we lose against the Giants, that would also be a situation where we're not scared. We're not supposed to lose against the Giants. So that is not the plan. So the plan is to be positive about this team. Let's just end the season with the next 4 wins. And I really don't think we're going to lose another game uh, going into the playoffs. Going into the playoffs, I don't know how this is going to end. Right now, we just need to win the well, obviously the next 4 games. We also have to make sure we beat the Giants twice. So only because of Dallas. Dallas has this whole thing right now where they're red hot. Dak is looking like he's going to be the league MVP. Can we just end that already? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, shout out to my coworker Christiana. By the way, if you guys are in chat, you can also go in the chat and I could read this. I just figured out how to look at it. All I had to do was click on a little bubble that said I had some message. So if you can't get on if you can't become a guest, then you go into the chat and say some stuff. YouTube. Yeah. So what Christiana says is, to me, it feels like the communication is off within our O line, which is true. I did hear that today on the radio. Hurts is holding on to the ball too long in the pocket, which is exactly what it is. I understand those long balls gain yards, but run the damn ball until you can't. Exactly. Is why I'm wearing this jersey. You know why? Because McCoy was the man. Shady ran. I'm just trying to make a little statement that probably the Eagles ain't even going to see. But I'm just saying, gotta run the ball. Try it. Switch it up. Man, I know we got a new offensive coordinator. We got a new defensive coordinator. Sirianni. I don't know. It just seems like somebody's got their head up their ass. I don't know what it is. And Siri thinks I'm talking to it. It's great. I'm not talking to you, Siri. Yeah. Does that ever happen to you when you're just talking and out of nowhere Siri just wakes up like, "Hello." Anyway, I don't know what else to say about this whole thing with Dallas. I feel like the whole conversation is just a whole rant. If you listen to 94 WIP, they talk about literally everything that I can't talk about, only because I'm only a fan. I'm only a fan. I don't know everything. I don't know every stat. I have stats in front of me. It doesn't mean I know half of what it means. All right, maybe I do know a lot of what it means. Maybe it's just me being lazy. I don't know. So I just want to let me see. I want to look at some stats real quick from this Cowboys game. And yes, I'm still on the Cowboys game. I did say I was going to move on from it, but I just can't. I can't move on. I can't move on from it. Where are we at here? Time of possession. I just knew it. The thing is, I even knew with the 49ers game. The 49ers, they had the ball a whole lot longer than the Eagles did. I feel like they had the ball for the entire first half. And the Eagles had very little chances to do anything. So when I look at time of possession for Eagles and Dallas had the ball over 36 minutes. Eagles 23. Again, this is controlling the clock right there. Dallas was also running it down. Let me see. Third down efficiency. I don't even want to look at that really. I mean, Dallas converted more third downs. Sacks allowed. I mean, that was what the Eagles dominated on was sacks, uh, fumbles lost, ball control, ball control, ball control. The one that stands out for me is Jalen Hurts fumbling that ball, and then Dallas converts it into a touchdown. It was just terrible. And then the only fumble that Dallas lost was the one that Jalen Carter, our rookie, uh, picked up and ran it in for our only touchdown. All right, I'm moving on. I cannot talk about this. Yeah. Christiana says it's hard to move on from something that hurt so bad to watch, which is pretty damn true. I'll drink to that. That's a pretty damn good drink. Yeah. So moving on to next week. This next game. We're going to go on to versus the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle. What's that show called? Seattle, something in Seattle. I don't know. Very relevant. I don't even know why I'm thinking of it. So let's look forward to this game. If I could get to it. Come on, you 2015 MacBook Air. This thing is going so slow that I don't even know what to compare it to. So what I'm trying to do is look up some information regarding this. It might be a little too early to look when it comes to like who's active, who's inactive. It took me right to the Eagles homepage for the schedule. That's not what I was looking for. But if I had to, while this is loading, one of the things I want to talk about was, and a lot of people are not going to agree with me with this. I'm going to say it. Big play Slay. Yes, I said big play Slay. Okay, he hasn't made that many big plays lately. But I know a majority of people seen the post of the fan at the stadium saying fire Desai. I think it said that. But he had two trash cans. The one that stood out to me was it said no place Slay on the trash can. And shout out to Slay for Slay put that on. He made that picture his profile picture on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Slay's the man for that one. People are complaining about Slay too. I can't complain about Slay. I mean, I get it. There's things that he shouldn't say on social media. He shouldn't be saying on his podcast. I don't know. I get it. Players sometimes have to be selective with what they say because of those reasons. Because they are people are going to listen to what they say and nitpick at it. And sometimes what a player says may not be what they mean. I get this is why some players are very selective with live interviews too. Like they get asked a hard question and they have to they have to feel or not feel, they have to talk very open about it. Say good things, positive things, kind of like a robot, aka Jalen Hurts. That's not a shot at Hurts at all. It's just he just knows how to manage interviews and things like that. If someone asks him, "Oh, we heard you have beef with someone," he'd be like, "Well, things happen, and it's our job to get it together and come as a team and make great plays and win games, and that's our focus." That's something he would say after a question like that. Just saying. Um, Slay has a lot of freedom. Maybe we misunderstand him. I don't know. But when it comes to him being no play Slay, I just don't agree with it. Like when I look at his past numbers, they're good. He may not have had an amazing stop. He may not have had a pick six since the beginning of the season. Does he really have to? Is he still making plays when he has to? Sometimes he does a little bounce off a little bit. I don't know. But I don't know. I guess it's because I wear his jersey. And the problem is oh, God, here we go. The problem is when I have a jersey, every single time I buy a jersey for that season, for that player is gone the next season. And I'm not kidding. Well, okay, he's still here. Okay, that happened. Okay, these are irrelevant. I'm talking about after these two jerseys, or actually before that one. When I got this jersey, McCoy, Chip Kelly. Yeah, um, Chip Kelly happened. Same thing with Deshaun Jackson. He went. Um, Wentz. Yep, same thing with Wentz. As soon as I got that Wentz jersey, he was gone. Or no, he wasn't gone yet. He got injured. He got injured, and he pretty much lost his entire career after that. And he didn't win the Super Bowl. Um, he helped us get there though, which is what made me get the jersey. So then I got man, what was his name? A player that was on. He was on Dallas. Then he came to us for a season, and I got his jersey. I thought he was going to stay on our team, and yeah, that didn't happen either. I think he only had a 1 year contract. I didn't know about that. I'm just a fan. I don't know everything. Um, I have a feeling that I could be wrong. I bought the Slay jersey, and I have a feeling he's going to be gone after this season. I don't know. I don't want him to. I don't want him to. I just think that this team is a little off right now. They had a couple of bad games. Predicted it was going to be bad games. There's okay. So they're going against Seattle. That's right. I was going to. Wow, I really just had a crazy moment right now because I wanted to get into this whole Slay thing, but I forgot I was trying to get into this coming games this coming games information, but uh, I don't see what I was trying to look for earlier. Oh, maybe because it was literally right in front of me, an enormous banner. Normally, I don't look at banners. All right, so we are going against. Wow, I got hiccups a little bit. Excuse me. So we are going against the Seattle Seahawks this Monday night in Seattle. Now, the Seahawks are 6-7. if we lose this game, I will question the Eagles' playoff future or just the future of this entire season for them. I'll start questioning the 10-3 record, or if we lose to the Seahawks, 10-4 record. Um, I just, I, I'm not. Oh, again, I'm not. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just saying, like, if we lose this, if we lose this game, it will not be good. Then we're going to start questioning the Eagles versus the Giants, which is not. That's not what we want to question. I mean, even though DeVito is pretty good, pretty good backup. Kind of does remind me of Foles situation a little bit. He's doing that thing for the Giants. He's been changing some things and turning things around. Um, but yeah, I like it. Um, hey, when I go off to something else. So the 6-7 Seattle Seahawks. We're talking about two bad defenses. So we're going to see. I'm really hoping that our offense picks it up this game. And one of the things I believe it was the midday show on 94 WIP I was listening to. It has Hugh Douglas and I can't think of the other guy's name. Wow, and I listen daily. Um yeah, there was now I just lost my train of thought. Unbelievable. Get it together, man. No, they they said something about how we both have bad defenses, and there's something that the offense needs to they need to figure something out. They need to click. It could very well be that they these are my words that they had a slump against the Niners and the Cowboys. Two losses that was coming. Maybe this is kind of a teaser. Maybe they just wanted us to. No, this is stupid. What I was going to say. I was going to say maybe this is what they wanted to do. They just wanted to scare us and have these two losses and make us start talking and stuff. I don't know. That's stupid of me to say though, right? Yeah, thought so. Um, I really think that this is going to be again a close game. That's what the Eagles play. They play close games. I I, I don't believe that they're going to lose this game. It's gonna be a close game. I can't really. I'm not really good at predicting what a final score is going to be. I could say it might be something like 24-17 Eagles, something like that. Um, both defenses suck. I'd hate to say it. Um, then, then again, look at you, Cristiano. You said Cristiano says, "I don't think we're losing this game." Eagles 24, Seahawks 13. Our D isn't bad, just aren't running enough man-to-man coverage. You're right on that one. Um, and I kind of do take back what I said about the defense because our defense stepped up a lot the majority of this season when it was needed. Stopped a lot of plays, whether it was drop passes from the offenses that our defense was defending, um, or knockdowns, whatever the situation was. Our defense stepped up when it was needed. Cristiano, your score is pretty much close to what I said, actually. You said 24-13. I said 24-17. I like the 13 better because we need a score like that. I like it. hold Seattle to what, one touchdown and two field goals. Sounds about right. Um, I I I like that. I like that thought. I really do. Just beating Seattle. It, I think the Eagles really need another confidence booster, and beating Seattle would be it. Beating the Giants would not be a confidence booster, only because we know the Giants suck. um, I don't care what the. I'm not hating on the Giants, by the way. My entire family is either Giants fans or Jets fans. I'm not dissing the Giants. I'm just saying what it is right now. DeVito came in and he made some magic for the Giants. They needed that, but we're talking about two different teams here. Eagles, Giants. Eagles are on a whole different level than the Giants. When them two meet, it's an Eagles win. Again, I don't know where I was going with that, so I'm just going to check the comments again right here. Fire O did what they are supposed to do. D wouldn't be tired. This is third now. Stuff is getting old, which is true. That's what I'm saying. It's our offense needs to stay on the field. They need to do exactly what the rest of what the Niners have done to us, what the Cowboys have done to us. They've run the clock down on us. They've held the ball a whole lot longer than we did. I almost ate the mic. They've held the ball on a whole lot longer than we did, and that it's just been 3 and out, just way too much for our offense. Like, got to convert those third downs. Got to just get the yards. I don't care if we get 9 yards, 8 yards, 7 yards, and do the tush push every single time, as long as we convert and keep the ball and score. That worked before, right? It worked before. Tush push. just need 8 yards. Just need 8 yards, and then the tush push, first down, run the clock down, and score. I don't care if it's a low score game, as long as they pull a win, which they've figured it out how to pull wins for the majority of the season. They've figured it out. I actually have a lot of confidence that that's what they're going to do for the next 4 games. Seahawks, they're not going to finish nice. The Eagles are going to beat them. Donovan's here. He's just staring at me right now. What's up? Donovan says his eyes are dry. Yeah, I just can't believe your eyes are dry. It's almost bedtime for him. Yeah. So, hey, if you cry, they're not dry anymore. If you cry, they won't be dry anymore. Just saying. Fun facts. Be positive. Love that boy. He shut the door on me. Yeah. So the Eagles need to convert. They need to convert. They need to keep the ball. They need to stop letting they just need to keep the ball. That's it. And yes, Cristiano, you're right. Our defense has been out on the field so long that they are getting tired. They just can't defend if they're pulling most of their weight. It's rough. And then the schedule itself, it's like, first scheduled on what was it, in a few short days. These last few games is called the gauntlet of the schedule because of rough teams and short schedules and just being tired. And then here they are traveling all the way to from Dallas to the West Coast in Seattle. Yeah, there's that. So that's a whole other change and stuff. But it doesn't change the fact that I believe the Eagles will win this game. Um, I wanted to see one other thing. It's just my laptop wants to do its own thing, and it wants to. All right, let me see. Do. I want to look at injuries. I mean, I'm so happy we got Dallas Goddard back. Which reminds me, where's the talk on Zach Ertz? We have not heard a damn thing about Zach Ertz. As soon as I swear, as soon as Dallas Goddard came back, the whole talk about Zach Ertz just poof, vanished, went away, gone. You just don't hear it no more. Yeah, I think I'm under the wrong thing here when it comes to. I saw all the information earlier that I wanted to see, and now it's just all gone. When it came to like injury reports and think, oh wait a minute, I think I found what I was looking for. Looks like a video. Nope. Nope, I got it. All right, cool. I found it. Eagles. Yeah, it might be a little too early for this right now. A lot of our players came back. There was some kind of like Slay has they were on the injury report, but at the same time they play, they were full participation. Um, right now there is no injury report from the NFL right now on either team. That's not showing me anything. I swear I saw something earlier. Um, but I guess not. All right, whatever. All right. Oh, what time is it? Oh, we have just a few more minutes. So what I'm going to get into now, since it's towards the end of the show, I can't believe I've been doing this for almost an hour now. I'm going to talk a little bit of FFCL, Fantasy Football Championship League. And if you do not know what it is, you got to know. It's my fantasy football league that I started 3 years ago. Every season, I award the champion the championship title, the belts. They also become part of history where they get on my commissioner's belt. Oh, you can't see on the camera. I think it looks funny. Let's call it the Gordon Campbell Legacy Championship, named after two of my friends that passed away. That was in my previous league. I actually named the belt after them. So this has 10 years worth of champions that will be on there. This season I'll be crowning the third champion, since this is the third season of the FFCL. And we just approached playoff week. If you've been following, great. If not, please get on board. Just search anywhere, mostly Facebook, Fantasy Football Championship League, and you will find the group. Join the group. And let's get into that talk real quick. So we're now in the playoffs, which is fantastic. I'm in the playoffs. Last year I finished about last place. This year, who finished last place is actually Donovan. Congratulations, Donovan. You'll finish last place in the regular season. You didn't make playoffs. I don't think he's coming. He was pretty upset. Not earlier, but a few days ago when I told him. But I said to him, if I win the championship right here, I will either give this to him or I'll get a whole belt custom made just for him. That's the deal. Um, so so in the playoffs, I have let me see the teams that made the playoffs. The six top teams is Leathernecks, Larry Niner, Shady Birds, which is me. Name my team after uh, McCoy. PA Raiders, a Heather Thing, Jalen's Fin Chasers. The rest of y'all, maybe good luck next year. All right. So this coming week in the quarterfinal. Well, first of all, the bye. Who has the bye right now is Leathernecks, Larry Niner, and yeah, they finished the regular season with a 10-4 record. I hope the uh, Eagles don't have a fourth loss. That's all I'm thinking of right now. And then the two quarterfinal games playing is Jalen Fin Chasers, which is Kyle versus me, the Shady Birds. And then Kyle finished his regular season with 9-5. I also finished the season 10-4. And then the other game this week is a Heather Thing, finished their season 9-5, just like Roy, which he's the PA Raiders, also 9-5. So we've got that's what's going on in the playoffs. In the FFCL, it's super exciting because I mean this belt right here. This almost knocked over the stand. This belt right here, it's got to be like 6 pounds. It's real leather. No, it's not real gold. I'm not rich. It's not real gold, but it's a beauty. I can't even fold it right. But it's a beauty. Look at that thing. I would I would love to win this belt. Fun fact, I've been in a championship in my league before. I've never won. I've never won at all. Mark, which is the Leathernecks, last season was his first season playing, and he became champion. Yeah, and now he has the bye week, so it kind of scares me. So whoever wins this belt this year, as long as they're local, I'm going to personally uh, deliver to them and hand it to them, award them this championship title, which is great. Um, so I am trying to make the FFCL my like a nonprofit sometime in the future. I want to create something bigger out of it. Um, Eventually, I want to actually make, or not make. I actually want to find some of the world's best um, fantasy football players and have them on this league, because my league is called the Fantasy Football Championship League. It's so that's the whole purpose of it is in the name of it, and this is the World Championship. I literally called it the World Championship. It says World Champion on it. That's the whole purpose is let's find the best in the world, and if they win it, there it is. That's what I want to find. Well, that's a goal. All right. So I'm going to end this. I went over an hour. I did my best. I hope this recorded on YouTube. I'm really hoping it did. Because this is my first time doing this live thing this way. Yeah. My goal is to make these shows better. Make them better. It's been a while since I've actually done anything live by myself. Usually in the past I have like a co-host, but I don't have a co-host. I don't have a co-host right now. Um, which is why I really want to have like that back and forth communication with callers, or even the text actually helps. So Christiana, thank you for joining in on the text, or on the chat on YouTube, the YouTube chat. That helped out a lot. So they gave me a little bit of material to go off of, which is what I'm trying to do, is have conversations with people and go off of that. And yeah, it does help. So they got something going on with the radio there. So I'm going to end with this again. I will be back live again next Wednesday, same time, 9 p.m. Eastern time, right here, YouTube. I'm uh go to the Facebook too. You could always find the shows. You could just find the Fans Nest with a PH, the Fans Nest podcast. I'm also trying to sell some merch. That's how it all started. Actually, I created merch, and I'm like, I want to do a podcast, and then I'm like, oh, I already have a name for it. Nice. So wherever you uh, wherever you found the Fans Nest, you can find a link for the merch. It's off Etsy. So you could even go to Etsy and look for the Fans Nest. And I have a couple of things there. I don't have that much. I don't have like a full blown store. I have a T-shirt. I have a hoodie. I actually ordered a Fans Nest T-shirt for myself. Yes, I ordered one. It's got to be made. I don't make them personally. I have a production team, and I should be getting it in a few days. It went into production yesterday, so yeah, there's that. So I should be getting it at some point. I don't know. I'm trying to look to see how long it takes for shipping. Um, what's the last thing I want to get into? Not really get into, but yeah, breaking news again. If you didn't hear what I said earlier, Fox 29 reached out to me today, about 20 minutes before this show, and asked me to physically, if I wanted to go on to the Fantastic Sports Show physically there Friday the 22nd. And of course, I said yes. That's the only right answer, is yes. So, next Friday, I'll be there. The show's on at 11:30 p.m. So if you don't get to watch it or stay up and watch it, record it if you can. And yeah, that's all I got for today. So thank you for watching, listening to the show tonight on the Fans Nest. This IPA is pretty good, so what I'm going to do is open up another can and put it in here. That is good. And I will see y'all next week on the Fans Nest. Go Birds.